Happy birthday, Timothy. Kazakhstan just get your television show. I like. My firm has been keeping up with the Kardashians.
I got lightning in a bottle. I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out. Lightning in a bottle. I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Yo, how you living, how you feeling, how you doing? It's First Choice Fantasy, and we are back today with our Week 7 betting episodes with our locks, danger zones, and over-unders. Last week, we didn't do great. I mean, I only hit 2, goddamn. I had 1 lock and 1 over-under that hit. X, what did you have?
4 out of 6.
4.
Two on each hit. 2 locks and 2 over-unders hit.
Alright, so we were up and down, but
Hopefully a little bit better this week.
hopefully a little better this week. We have some weird matchups, some scary matchups, in my honest opinion.
We do have some interesting games this week, too, that I would love to watch.
If we had, if we had danger zone picks, like more than just 3, I'd probably put a lot of these games in here. But yeah, I guess we'll just kick it off with our locks, I suppose, and you can go off first.
I think we have a few of the same ones here. Packers spread.
Yeah, Packers spread.
Packers spread. Didn't like their performance last
Oh,
week
yeah,
whatsoever.
no,
They put up 10 points and then stopped putting up points and then let up, 38 straight or something like that?
They looked great on the first drive. Immediately, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened.
Aaron Jones had 10 carries for 15 yards.
Yeah,
that was a bit spooky. Didn't see that coming.
I don't want to say it's expected, but I expected him to do that. Because it was the Buccaneers, but I didn't expect him to do that.
The Buccaneers to shut them down that much, considering also the Buccaneers just came off a loss to the Bears. But the Buccaneers looked good at the game. Anyway, we're not talking about the Buccaneers here. We're talking about the Packers spread this week against the Texans, who have a very weak defense. That high potent offense of Green Bay should kick in a little bit more this week.
Yeah.
That spread's looking at what? 4.5 right now, minus 4.5.
It's at minus 3.5.
Minus 3.5?
Yeah,
oh boy, they should easily cover that.
Yeah, 100%. They have the over-under at 57.5, which is actually insane. It's going to be a very high-scoring game.
They think it's going to be.
They think, yeah. Who the fuck knows anymore? But Aaron Jones should go crazy against Texans. I think Devontae Adams will probably have a decent game, too. So I think the Packers are going to score a good bit. And Aaron Rodgers is going to get back on his fucking shit, hopefully. I mean, the Texans kind of...
They're streaky. They looked real good last week against the Titans, but...
They looked good the past 2 weeks. Didn't they win 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, got the first win of the season.
And that was with new head coach. And they're using their players differently and whatnot. I think Brandon Cooks is coming out of slot a little bit more, so that kind of makes him more...
Brandon Cooks has been popping off a little bit.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're using their players a little bit more smarter, I guess, than Bill O'Brien did. Because, I mean, anybody can do better than Bill O'Brien.
Anybody can.
Exactly. Throw me in there. I'd be coaching, scheming up. You dig?
I don't know about all of that.
Yeah, I might not. I don't know the fucking rules. But let's be real. The Packers spread of 3.5, minus 3.5 against the Texans should hit this week. I have that as a lock, so does he. So moving forward to the second lock.
I have the Bills spread against the Jets. It's currently sitting at 13.5.
Hefty.
It's a hefty spread, but the Jets just don't really put up points. They're not good at football. I don't know why they're still a team. Le'Veon said, I'm out. Not really, but
Facts.
Adam Gase should be out.
He should, yeah. He should have been out like 3 years ago.
That's a conversation for a different day.
Yeah.
Bills struggled a bit against the Chiefs, but then again, the Chiefs are not the Jets.
Yeah.
And I think the Bills should come in here and stomp all over the Jets. That 13.5 should not be a spooky spread. It's better than that minus 750 money line.
Oh, yeah. Odds-wise, for sure. Was it minus 108? So that's... I get it. I understand it. But when I see big numbers like that, I get very spooked. It's spooky season, so I get spooked to the fucking end.
24-0 to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I would say the Bills are a much better football team than the Dolphins.
You would think. But that defense has been looking sus the past couple weeks.
It has been. They had no Tre'Davious White, I think, not last week, but a couple weeks before.
Yeah.
Little injuries kicking in on the Bills.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen, I think, will come out slinging.
I hope not. I just traded him to him, so.
I hope so.
I hope not. All right. I guess we'll talk about my second lock, which is the Saints spread of minus 7.5 against the Panthers this week. So, Alvin Kamara against the Panthers poor running defense. That should be a game to watch. He's going to go crazy. Michael Thomas is supposed to be back this week. Supposedly, Sean Payton didn't. He pledged the fifth. What is that? What it is? That was called
pleading the fifth.
He was pleading the fifth, and to Michael Thomas playing this week, which is kind of sketchy. He said he's done getting disciplined though. He said he's done with the discipline, but I plead I'm not going to respond to that question about him playing.
The Saints kind of need him out there on offense, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if he is there, he's going to go crazy this week. The offense is going to go crazy in general. Obviously with Kamara still, but that's why I'm taking the -7.5. If anything comes out that says Michael Thomas is not playing, I'm going to be a little sketchy. So I'm not going to lock the -7.5. So this is circumstantial, but I like this. I like the possibility of Michael Thomas playing this week. So if he plays this week, -7.5 for the Saints, that offense going to go off.
You'd like to see it at least. I mean, the Panthers have been tough to play against this year. Surprisingly, the offense has been surprisingly good. This is Teddy B coming back against his former team a little bit.
Yeah.
This could be a good game to watch.
Could be. I might be interested in it if Michael Thomas is playing, because I don't want to see Drew Brees throwing the ball to Jared Cook 7 times a quarter. I'll pass on that. But that is my second lock, Saints spread. Moving to the third lock, you can go ahead.
My third and final, I have the Buccaneers money line against the Raiders on, I believe that is Sunday Night Football. Yeah. I think this is going to be probably one of the best games of the week to watch-wise. I think the Buccaneers are going to come out hot after last week's game. And this is going to be John Gruden against his old team, too. This should be really interesting, seeing also how Derek Carr does against this Raiders defense and see if they can shut down Josh Jacobs like they just shut down Aaron Jones.
I think they will.
Yeah. Mike Evans is probably going to go crazy this week.
100%.
Chris Godwin might go crazy this week.
Their starter cornerback, the Raiders starting cornerback, I think his name's Damon Arnett or whatever. He's a rookie. He's on IR, I believe, something like that. So that's not saying he's great, not saying he's good or anything, but that goes to your backups, which is not a good thing ever. So, yeah, I think Mike Evans will definitely go crazy this week.
Could see another big game from Rojo. Who knows? He's been on a bit of a roll.
Until Fournette gets in there and gets 20 carries.
We'd just like to not see that since it's traded away him.
I would love to see that for fantasy purposes.
Anyway, I like this -164 Buccaneers money line. I think they really get it done here.
-210 now.
Now it's at -210?
Yeah.
Well,
so
it was
everybody likes it
this morning, but I like it. I still like it.
Fair. Moving to my third lock of the week, I have the Bengals money line. I wanted to go with an underdog here somewhere, like a plus. So I was thinking Bengals spread. And I thought about it a little bit, and the Bengals were looking pretty fucking good last week. Granted, it was against the Colts, and they were without Darius Leonard, and I mean, their defense looked pretty good the first couple quarters until the Colts got going. But I think the Bengals team, they play these predictable teams that are just not great on offense, like the Colts, like the Browns. And the Browns, you've seen the last week, they switched quarterbacks to Case Keenum after they put up, 10 points? 3 points? Something. Yeah, bad. It was bad. I think their offense is very predictable. I just feel like the Bengals defense is a little bit underrated, doesn't get the credit it's due. Obviously, it's not a star-studded defense by any means, but it's not the Jets. It's not, what are other bad defenses in the league right now? I'm thinking about it. The Panthers. It's not that level. It's a little bit increased, but against the Browns offense, what was that?
The Seahawks have a bad defense.
They have a bad pass defense, so yeah.
Pass.
The Bengals pass defense is actually pretty average, believe it or not. It's not below average, but
the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys are probably worst defense right now. But Bengals money line +146 against the Browns. If Baker even plays, Lord knows that's going to happen. I like the Bengals offense, and I think T. Higgins is going to have a big game, especially with Andrew Sendejo just tweaking constantly back there in the secondary. Like, this is when you have somebody who has a deep average depth of target, like James Washington usually does, like he's a deep threat. You play him against the Browns because you know that, especially if they're a number 2. Like, T. Higgins is, I guess he's considered their number 2. The thing is, he might get shadowed by Denzel Ward, which might be scary because Denzel Ward's one of the best corners in the league, I think. Terrence Mitchell, I think their second corner is. He's going to be playing on, I guess, maybe he's playing on T. Higgins. And if he is, T. Higgins is going to have a great day because average depth of target. He's going to get those deep balls from Joe Burrow, plus Andrew Sendejo is going to tweak back there in the secondary. So I can see the Bengals offense putting up some points if that is the case. But I do see them winning the game regardless. So Bengals money line. Moving forward, I guess. Danger zone picks. Danger zone picks. Danger zone picks. Danger zone picks. You can start.
First danger zone game, I guess, is tomorrow's game. Giants-Eagles.
For them, it would be yesterday's game, I think.
Yesterday's
yeah,
game.
It's Friday.
Whatever it is. Giants-Eagles. Danger zone. Not a huge fan of this matchup. Betting-wise, I think this will just be a real ugly-ass game.
Yeah, I mean...
That Eagles offense is all people we don't really know.
See, I want to agree with that, but the thing is, the past 2 weeks, Eagles have played two of the top defenses in the league.
They put up
28
points.
plus in the past 2 games. That's notable.
Against the Steelers and the Ravens. They kept that game close there at the end against the Ravens.
Yeah.
And the Giants just got their first win of the season against the football team.
Facts.
And that was not a beautiful contest.
By any means.
I think this game will be... I don't know. I don't think it'll be pretty, but...
I think it might be relatively high scoring, so the over is a valid one, but I was going to go with the Eagles' money line as a lock personally, but I see where you're coming from. It is probably one of the sketchiest
I was kind of
games.
leaning towards the Eagles spread, but like as far as like games to throw in a lock parlay, definitely not this one.
Yeah, no shot. All right. My danger zone pick, my first game, is going to be the Lions and the Falcons. I don't really know where to go here because the Falcons' offense it's good. Like, at times it's good. At times it's great, actually, in all honesty. That passing offense is insane. Todd Gurley, let's speak about that for a second. Didn't he have 20 carries for 57 yards?
This past week, I think so. He got absolutely shut down.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Who did
He was coming off a big game and then gets absolutely shut down.
Minnesota, yeah. All right. So, yeah, I don't like the run game that they have, obviously, with Todd Gurley, but the passing game at its peak
going a little bit
is...
against the Lions.
Possibly, yeah, that is possible for sure.
DeAndre Swift breakout game last week, though. He could be
That was
popping off
beautiful.
again against the Falcons this week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the Falcons' run defense, how they are, but I know that the pass defense is shit, so I can see Stafford having a big game if they do pass the ball a lot.
Big Kenny G day.
But I truly don't know. Like, this is one of those toss-ups. Like, I can see the Falcons going off, putting up 40 points like they did last week against the Vikings, or putting up 20, and that not being enough to beat the Lions. So I'm staying away from the spreads, the money lines, and even the over-unders, which is at 55.5.
Mm-hmm.
55.5. That is, and I don't know. I mean, it could be a high-scoring game, like a high-scoring game of the week, like 30-30.
You like to think that the games that the Falcons are involved in are always high-scoring games just because that offense is so potent and that, well, you'd like to think that.
You like to think, exactly. You really
but they're
don't
really
know.
so streaky that it's spooky.
Yeah.
And so that's probably not a bad one to stick away from.
Yeah, that's my second danger zone. Or my first danger zone.
I got the 49ers and the Patriots next.
Same.
I think I had the Patriots as a danger zone pick last week, and that game was just ugly against the Broncos.
So many field goals. It was insane.
I think this game is also going to be kind of ugly against the 49ers. I don't think it'll be that bad, but as far as who is taking this game, like the 49ers just upset I guess they upset the Rams last week.
Yeah.
And the Patriots just got upset and are 2-3. Like, I don't see the Patriots going 2-4, but
who knows anymore?
who knows? This is a real spooky game as well.
Yeah. Spread at
The
1.5.
spreads are close. The money lines are close. I don't know.
Spreads are 1.5. So I mean, I really don't. You have to, if you're picking a spread at 1.5, you're really just banking on that team to win the game.
Yeah.
It's really just money lines with, I guess, better odds for the Patriots, which are minus 1.5, but minus 110 odds, but minus 126 for the money line.
I'm leaning towards maybe the Patriots getting this one done, but I really don't know. The 49ers on offense are also unpredictable, I think, too.
If I were to predict...
Raheem Mostert's out again now.
Oh, yeah. Jerick McKinnon's in there now, and it's weird. I would probably predict that the 49ers lost, but this is definitely one of those danger zone games for me, too. So, get where you're coming from. Even the over-under is kind of weird, 43.5. I can see the Patriots putting up just field goals again, and that would be bad, but that would hit the under. But then again, I could see the Patriots going off and Cam Newton getting 15 rush attempts for 100 yards or some shit. Who really knows? We really never know anymore, especially with the Patriots and 49ers, who
Especially.
very, very odd, but that's my take on it. Maybe your third one, because we shared that one.
I got the Rams and the Bears on Monday Night Football.
Valid.
Are the Bears a valid team? They're 5-1, dude.
See that? That's
Are
like,
the Bears really a valid team?
I really want to say no.
Like, is it really a fluke that they're 5-1? But
That-
I mean, they've
that
beaten
defense
some
is
good teams
special.
though.
That defense
Like
is
they
special.
just beat the Buccaneers a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They just beat the. Who did they beat this week? Was it the Panthers? They just beat the Panthers.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they just beat the Panthers. That game was also close, but like, I don't know. The Rams are also another team that like you don't know if they're good or not good.
Facts.
Like they just lost to the 49ers.
Rams play down to bad teams. Play
But
up
are
to
the
good
Bears
teams.
a bad team? I don't know.
That's they're both
So, like-
they're both middle of the pack. They're kind of like the same tier in my eyes. And the thing that puts the Bears slightly up a little bit is the fact their defense is so amazing. It's amazing. But I mean, the thing that I
Rams
think
defense isn't terrible either.
it's not, especially in this type of game with Allen Robinson, the clear number one on the team. He's probably carrying the team.
Mm-hmm.
David Montgomery hasn't really done much. He's been getting
He's so shitty.
averaging like less than 3 yards per carry, some shitty shit like that. Shitty shit? Yeah, that's good.
Some shitty shit.
Some shitty shit.
You'd like to
But
think the Rams are having more potent offense as well, with a little bit more
you
weapons.
would think, but I really don't. This Bears defense is scary. The Rams might shut down Allen Robinson with Jalen Ramsey, which I could see happen, but who really knows? And David Montgomery hasn't done shit, so I don't see him doing shit this game. So it's very questionable to me. So I understand the danger zone, but yeah, I guess that's my opinion on that. I guess that while we're here, I'll just say it's my under 44.5. That's one of my under picks for the week.
That's valid.
Because I could see it being like 18-10 or some ugly shit. Even 24-20.
Yeah.
That's 44 points. That's under 44.5.
Bonkers, Matt.
Bonkers. It is really bonk. It's bonk. All right. I guess I'll do my last danger zone pick, which is the Steelers and Titans. This man doesn't want to say that. It's dangerous. Do you want to say it's dangerous?
I mean, I have it in my over-unders. I took the over in that one, but
See, that's even bonkers. What is the over?
50.5.
I don't know.
I think this is going to be one of the crazier games this week. Even though the Steelers' defense is absolutely lights out,
Yeah.
I think the Titans are going to find another way to score points. And I think the Steelers are also going to put up points on that weak Titans defense, as the Texans just did this past week.
Makes sense. I can dig it, but if I were to go all in, I don't know. There's better over-unders that I would choose, but this is my danger zone because don't know who to pick to win, and the spread is 1.5, so it's practically another pick 'em, and I don't know who to pick, so I'm not going to pick either of them. And yeah, so I guess that's my danger zone.
I mean, leading that in from the danger zone to the over-unders,
Yeah.
I'm taking it as the over-under, or the over. Just like I was saying, I think both teams are going to put up points. I'd like to see Derrick Henry get shut down by the Steelers.
You like to think,
You'd
but
like
it's
to
Derrick
think,
Henry.
But like we said, it's Derrick
Those
Henry.
bicep curls, man.
So Dan Tannehill might have to find other ways. He can do it. He
Yeah.
can throw the ball very well.
Steelers secondary is porous, too.
It is porous, but we just absolutely shut down the Browns this past week.
Baker Mayfield was jack shit.
That is also facts.
And threw a ball. Oh, my ribs. Fuck some shot shit. I probably shouldn't be saying that, but you got anything else to harp on that one?
Besides that, I'm real sad that Devin Bush just tore his ACL.
That's pretty sad.
That's a big hit to the Steelers defense. Our linebacking core is very thin to begin with,
Yeah.
and can't afford to take any more injuries like
He
that.
was fucking shut down too, bro. He's good. He's really good. He was good. I
He
guess
is
he'll
still
still be good. Yeah. I don't know what's
Just
up
with
with
a
the
bum knee.
Steelers and these linebackers, man. All right. I guess I'll do my second one since I already said that the Rams and the Bears are my under 44.5. That's one of my unders. Another under I have all unders today. I have no overs, but another under I have are the Chargers against the Jags. It's under 49. Without Keenan Allen, I don't know if he's going to play yet because they said something about him not making his way back on the practice field. I don't know. Something sketchy right there. So, I mean, if the Chargers are rolling out Mike Williams as their one, not saying he's not good, but it's not Keenan Allen. And then Jalen Guyton and some other no-name that I don't know who else would be back there. That sucks to say, but I truly don't know who else. I feel like the receiving game is going to struggle a little bit. They're going to do a lot on the ground, I think. Justin Jackson's one of my starts this week, too, so it's a notable one against the Jags defense, who obviously let DeAndre Swift break out last week. And I think that there's going to be a lot of running in this game for the Chargers. They're going to run the clock down a little bit. and that defense is good. Like we all know this defense is good. Even without Chris Harris, the defense is still good. And against the Jags offense, who's been struggling lately, I think it's plausible that they go under 49 points this week.
Both teams are still looking for that first win since week 1.
Facts. I think Justin Herbert is different, bro. He's different. Nobody expected this. Let's be real.
And all these games that the Chargers lost have yet again been close games.
Yeah.
Just like last year, they were just losing close games, and now they're still losing just close games.
Think the coaching problem? Could be. Anthony Lynn seems like he's built for offensive coordinator. I feel like that's what he's built for.
Nothing more.
That might sound sharp, but I just feel like, I don't know, the fact that this man was so stubborn to let Justin Herbert just start. What was he, the 7th pick in the draft, something like that? Like,
and they went with
why would you
Tyrod
draft
Taylor.
him? Why would you draft him? If you don't want him to start, after he just had a great first game, that first game that he played was great. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrod Taylor is still a starting quarterback. He denied the fact that Justin Herbert had a good game. He played good. But just Tyler Taylor's still a starting quarterback. Why? Why do you say this? Why do you do that to the kid? The kid is doing great. Let him do great.
He's continued to ball out.
Literally.
They should ball out against the Jags here this week, too.
100%. If they throw the ball a lot, which Alex did say something about that in our previous video, that they were pounding the ball the last game. And I could see that happening again since if Keenan Allen is actually hurt this week. But that is that.
That is that.
That is that.
I already said one of my over-unders with the Steelers Titans. My second one would be the Saints Panthers taking the under in this game.
I see it.
I'm just saying it's going to be. The reason I'm really taking, I guess, the under in this one is not necessarily saying it's going to be a low-scoring game. Under 51 is not a terrible low score, but I think it will be a little closer. I mean, besides that, I like the spread for the Saints. I think the Saints will still win this game no matter what, but I don't necessarily see both teams absolutely lighting up the scoreboard this week.
I can see it being lopsided, like a 34-14-ish kind of game.
Yeah. The Saints offense should pop off a bit, but
with Michael Thomas
over
for sure.
over 51 points both teams. I don't like it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I like that one. You can go with your last one if you like.
And I'm taking the under, and that Cowboys football team game is sitting at 46. It's a bit spooky. One of the more smaller overs or unders this week. I think this one would be kind of similar to that Giants football team that just happened. Giants football team game that just happened this week. I mean, the Cowboys just got absolutely steamrolled by the Cardinals. How many points did they even put up? Like 10?
I think they put up 10, yeah.
And the football team does not put up a whole lot of points. They may against the Cowboys. I don't know. This is just a spooky game in general.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be a very offensively successful game. So that's why I'm liking that under.
I think I can see a few big plays here and there for Washington, but the Cowboys
should have them because they have the weapons there, but now that, like...
It's just weird to think that one player goes down, well, a couple players go down for the Cowboys, but one player, the quarterback, goes down, and almost immediately, like, they're not even favored to win the game. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
The football team, and it's the Cowboys.
That's so weird.
At this point in the season, like, you wouldn't expect it.
You wouldn't expect it. No shot. You would have thought that the Cowboys would have the clear number one in the division. The Washington football team trying to get their first win. No, not even close. They have a lead by maybe a half a game to the Eagles, maybe something like that, and then the fucking Redskins or Washington football team right behind, and it's weird, very weird. So yeah, I guess I like the under as well, but probably wouldn't bet on it personally. All right. Moving forward to my third Danger Zone pick, not Danger Zone, tweet. The over-under, my third over-under pick was the Buccaneers and Raiders under 51.5. I think it's going to be one of those lopsided games like we were talking about. I think Tampa Bay, their defense is so physical. Not saying the Buccaneers' offense isn't, because, I mean, it's John Gruden's offense. Of course it's going to be physical, but they're going to shut down, I think, Josh Jacobs moderately. Obviously not 10 carries, 15 yards like Aaron Jones, but I can see him getting like 18 carries for like 50 yards, which I would consider a shutdown.
I would consider that shutdown as well.
And
I mean, the Buccaneers shut down Christian McCaffrey every year they play him.
Facts, yeah. They're good. They're a good run defense, and I mean,
those linebackers are insane.
even the cornerbacks are pretty
The
fucking
whole front
solid.
seven is insane.
I think it's. You wouldn't have thought about it like last year around this time. No, the Buccaneers were one of the worst defenses, and then they just grew. Like that run defense was good last year, but like the pass defense has
It was
grown.
slept on.
So slept on, and I think it's one of the best defenses. They're going to shut down the Raiders, I believe. The Buccaneers are probably going to win this one by a lot. What is the spread?
I have that money line as one of my locks.
-4 and -210. Yeah, that's a good bet probably for both of them. Spread and money line for the Buccaneers, but I like the under because I think the Buccaneers are going to put up points on this Raiders defense, which is just bad. It's bad. That's all I got to say about it. It's bad. Rojo, maybe Fournette goes crazy. The receivers are obviously going to go crazy, and yeah, this is a good game for the Buccaneers to win, but mainly for the under, in my opinion, because it's going to be lopsided.
I dig it.
We dig it. All right. Guess that about signs us off for the week 7. Money line, locks, danger zone picks, over-unders, whatnot. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Who else are we telling them to subscribe to? Or not subscribe to. Get your mom to subscribe. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking
Just
about.
get your moms.
Get your mom to subscribe.
We appreciate the moms.
Yeah, for real though. We need your subscriptions from everybody. So do that, please.
Peace out.